Hello. Based on your guys' feedback, you do want to see videos when possible of me working problems out. I don't have Smart Notebook on my home computer, so I can't really run through it without the problems already being solved. So I'm basically using the PDFs, kind of like that last video, hopefully that you watched. So this would have been the warm-up, just to kind of peek at it a little bit. For kind of quiz and test review. I don't know the exact date on that just yet, but this first one right over here is finding the measure of two arcs. So that first one there is a minor arc since it only has 2 letters. The second one there has got 3 letters, so therefore it's called a major arc and must be bigger than 180. So I even color coded them for you. The first one there is in blue, and then letter B is in the red. That's a lie, sorry. H, F, J is the red and the blue combined. On number 2, so this is again going to be a major arc. When I say find the length, that's that formula where you take the measure of the arc, in this case 330, divide that by 360, and then so that's a fraction of the circumference. So you take that fraction, okay, and then multiply it by the circumference, which, just a reminder, that is 2 pi r, or pi times diameter. And then simplify it where you can. I said exact and nearest tenth. So when you actually reduce however you want, we talked about that last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess. It's going to become exactly 33 pi inches, or approximately 103.7 inches. And then number 3 over here, I just wanted you guys to find all the measurements. So I'm giving you 3, which means you add all 3 up to 360. And then you're going to get x is 40, and then plug it back into all those values. So that's not new, so I don't want to spend too much time on that today. And that's the assignment review that you should have accomplished over the last couple days. So I'm covering 2 sections. I'm going to cover the first one today, and then you'll work on the other one tomorrow. So this would have been in 1 day, but we're going to break it up into 2. The first thing is, what is the area of a circle? You learned this roughly in middle school at some point. I'm not totally sure when. But the area formula is pi r squared. I would definitely write this one down either in the notes you already have, or in a notebook, or pieces of paper, whatever you're working from. I would write this down, highlight it, star it, box it, whatever. So I say find the exact area. The radius here is a 9. Okay, so area equals pi r squared. I said just do exact, so just 9 squared becomes 81. So 81 pi square units. Now number 2, it says 12 root 2. That is the entire diameter, so you have to figure out the radius first. So you take the diameter, divide it by 2, and you're going to get, that's where that 6 root 2 is coming from. Now make sure, either by hand or with your calculator, that you can take 6 root 2 and square that correctly, okay? Because the 6 also gets squared, and the root 2. So make sure you guys, when you type that, you better be getting 72. If you're not, you're computing it incorrectly. So exactly, that's going to be 72 pi. The next one here, the next couple, I'll just show you these next 2. So I'm giving you the exact value of certain things, and you have to find something. So on number 3, I'm asking you to find the exact radius, and I gave you area. Now remember, you need to focus on the formula. So I'm giving you area. You need to set that equal to the area formula. So 28 pi equals pi r squared. Turns out this is nice. The pi's do in fact cancel out. So you're left with 28 equals r squared. So to get the r by itself, square root both sides, and we get the square root of 28. Now I said exact. So you need to figure out how to simplify 28. So that's that perfect square concept. Turns out that's 4 times 7, which I did over here. So 4 times 7 becomes root 4 times root 7, and the square root of 4 simplifies to 2 root 7 meters as our exact radius. On number 4, I want you to find the diameter given the area. So same thing again, you're going to set 24 pi equal to the area formula, and then solve for the radius. Turns out it is not, again, like the previous one, it's not a nice whole number, okay? You're going to get the square root of 24, which simplifies to 2 root 6. I asked you for diameter though, so you have to make sure you double this. So when you take 2 root 6 times 2, you don't double the 6, you only double the 2. That's where I'm getting 4 root 6. And this next one, if I can get this cursor to work, and yes, I'm playing some classical music in the background. I hope you're enjoying it. This is our last one for today as far as the notes that I'm going to give you. Find the exact area given circumference. Okay, so you have to think from a couple days ago, from weeks ago, what is the circumference formula? Like I mentioned a little bit ago, pi d or 2 pi r. So you need to set this equal to the formula 2 pi r or pi d. Doesn't matter. I just happen to use pi d, whatever. So 28 pi equals pi times diameter. Again, the pi's cancel. That will not always happen to you. Keep that in mind. So we get diameter is 28. Now, I want the area, which means you're going to need the radius. So if diameter is 28, the radius is half of that, so 14. I then came over here. So area equals pi r squared. 14, when you square it, becomes 196. And that is the exact area. Now, I'm going to stop here with the video, but tomorrow I will finish these notes. So your assignment today, you're not doing that full worksheet. You're only going to do up to, I forget which number, but look on Classroom. I will finish and explain these tomorrow, okay? So look online for those notes. I also attached some Khan Academy videos. So you may not need this, but if you do, please watch it. If you have further questions, just let me know, and I will talk to you guys later.